Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Cinco Symposium. All right, the whole Project Veritas drama with James OKeef and everything that's been going on. So OKeef has now stepped down from, or was basically forced out of being the CEO, even though this guy was the CEO and was the founder of Project Veritas. But the board has now pushed him out, and everyone's saying coup, what do we make of this whole situation? So we're going to kind of talk about it a little bit. Before we do, please hit that like button, share the video, subscribe. Helps me out. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Comment. Let me know what you think about this. Do you stand with OKeef? Do you stand with Veritas? So here's what we got. This was yesterday. Was the Project Veritas followers on Twitter were just bleeding. Right down here is tweet. Project Veritas has lost 100,000 followers in 5 hours. So when you think of Project Veritas, I think of James OKeef. I don't know anyone else. I don't know anyone else. There's Lucy in the background. I don't know anyone else from Project Veritas. He is the face, and he's entertaining. He's a charismatic guy. You see him doing dancing. You see him, he's engaging with people where he's going up to confronting them after they've been exposed. He's having these conversations, and what they've done with Project Veritas, they've done so many great things. And it's weird that this is coming out right after their biggest video with the whole Pfizer stuff. I can't go into that because that's the reason I got suspended last time, what that video was, because YouTube doesn't like you talking about that. But so yeah, that was their biggest video, and exposing the things that are going on. And Project Veritas is exposing things that's happening in schools, stuff with Pfizer, all over the country, and big things. And everybody loved Project Veritas, but they loved it because of James OKeef. So he's the one that started that whole thing. But he, like I said, he's charismatic. Like, he has a personality to him. They have the whole, retracto, the alpaca every time that any other news organization, all these mainstream medias have to retract a article they put out because it was filled with nothing but lies. And they had that whole wall, and they would do the segments of retracto, and you see the hundreds, if not thousands, of examples of the mainstream media getting it wrong and spreading lies. So anyway, but James OKeef is the face, and so far it seems like everyone's in Project Veritas because James OKeef, and now that it's weird how he's being pushed out too. So here we have Jack Posobiec put this tweet out, but it's Project Veritas. They sent this in the beginning of the whole shenanigans. Of course, James OKeef is alive and well. Why wouldn't he be? We're sure many of you can agree there is nothing better than enjoying a well-deserved vacation. It says it down right here. I know you can't see it because of my ugly face. But then you go to their article. James also left us no choice but to suspend him in the last few weeks. Okay, so you tweeted out that he's on vacation. He's getting well on vacation, but we had to suspend him too. So that doesn't make a lot of sense. And then when you go and actually go to the Project Veritas, this is their website, and this is a statement from the Project Veritas Board of Directors. Today, James OKeef decided to remove his belongings from Project Veritas headquarters. The board and management made numerous attempts in the last 14 days to have conversation with James, but he ignored our outreach and decided instead to leak private information to others either by doing so himself or by proxy. So he's saying he's left, but what they were talking about financial issues with him. Although PV leadership has not concluded looking into the full scale of financial issues over the years, a preliminary review at this time indicates that James has spent an excessive amount of donor funds in the last 3 years on personal luxuries. More is still being uncovered during the ongoing review at this time. Contrary to many reports from today, James was suspended indefinitely pending the resolution of a fulsome investigation and clarity, which will need to be... So, did he leave? Did he leave, or did you suspend him? I'm confused on that part, because they're saying he left, but then they're saying they suspended him. Resolution of a fulsome investigation clarity, which will need to be provided by third-party investigative audit report. Here are a few examples what's been uncovered so far by Project Veritas leadership. This is far from an exhaustive list. It is merely a small representative sample. Okay, but if they're putting the examples out, this is the best they got. Because why would they put their garbage examples out for everyone to see? So this is the best that they have of the list. $14,000 on a charter flight to meet someone to fix his boat under the guise of meeting with a donor. Okay, like, I mean, so you know that that OKeef is all around the country and doing stuff all the time. He probably flies a lot to fix his boat. I don't know. Like, I guess we need more proof on that, but also meeting with, in the guise of meeting a donor. All right, did he meet with the donor? Did he not meet with the donor? I don't know. It's $14,000. It's in question there. $60,000 in losses by putting together dance events such as Project Veritas Experience. Okay, like, that's what you do. You know, if anyone knows anything about these, like, nonprofits, right, that they, like, the vast majority, in most cases, or a lot of cases at least, the money's never spent on the actual issue, right? Or, like, it's usually spent on, like, all the, like, the basically logistics, the hiring of people's salaries, doing events, or getting the word out there, doing marketing, things like that. And that's something that, like, I value in Project Veritas, is the fact that they are doing great things, that they are uncovering a lot of stories, but also that they're getting out there and they're helping fight the culture war by doing these things, these dance events. Because, like, OKeef was, like, apparently, like, not like a professional, but like he's like really into dance. Like, he's a really good dancer. Like, he can moonwalk and do all this stuff. And he puts on these dance events, but they bring people in, and especially young people, and that's what we need in this culture fight. And so I'm not mad at that at all. Like, yeah, like you do that as these companies. You put on events, you get people in, you bring them in, and I mean, that's how they do. How do you think you get donors for nonprofits? But you put on galas, however you say it, and you throw parties for rich people to come in, and then they, are involved in this party, and they have silent auctions. They have all this stuff for, like, these rich people to try to donate money or do whatever. But, like, it's getting word of mouth out there. But yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at Project Veritas putting on events. That's what you do. Over $150,000 in black cars in the last 18 months. I guess, does that mean renting black cars? So I guess if he flies somewhere, he's going to rent a car, and they're spending 150 grand in it. Like, I don't know. That seems like you got to rent cars if you're flying around the country, and you have to have a vehicle. You have a team of people that's with you, so you got to rent several cars. I don't know. That seems, these two absolutely seem like, yeah, that happens. Thousands of dollars spent on DJ and other equipment for personal use. Okay, like I said, that stuff kind of goes into the whole dance thing. It says for personal use. I don't know how you prove that. Is he just buying a bunch of equipment for him to be at home? But like I said, he's putting on parties and bringing people in. Like I said, he is the face of Project Veritas. He is bringing in the money. He is the one that everyone thinks of when they think of Project Veritas and when they donate money. And then hundreds of other acts of personal inurement. Okay, I don't know. It seems like they got a whole lot of nothing. If these are their best examples, it seems like they don't really have a lot. Like I said, James OKeef is the face of Project Veritas, and everyone seems to be behind him. I feel like I'm behind him. I like James OKeef. I think that this coming right out after the Pfizer thing, and them trying to out him for that, or out him after that, I think he's doing too much good. I think he's doing too much good, and he's been pissing off the people, the certain people that are going to do everything they can to kick him out. So I'm standing with OKeef, and I hope he starts a new company, and I'll donate to his new company. And I can honestly say I never donated to Project Veritas, but, like, it's funny to see that their following just dwindling, or not, well, dwindling. I mean, they lost 100,000 of, like, 1 point something million. 100,000 is a pretty good chunk of people that are gonna ban you. So I feel like Project Veritas just committed suicide, and I hope James OKeef understands that he has a lot of people behind him, and that the mission he was doing isn't over, and that people want to continue to see that mission thrive and want to see him thrive. So I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to start something. He's already got an insane amount of fame. If he starts up a new business, he's going to have money go into him. I would throw money at James OKeef after this. I hope he does it. We'll see what happens. Tell me, what do you think? Do you think Project Veritas? Do you think something's fishy going on here, or do you think this is just like he was doing? Do you think James OKeef is this guy is just doing all this stuff on the side, and they're like, yeah, he's misusing funds? But that brings up something else that they put out there for that his misuse of funds, like for a nonprofit. They just invited in an audit on themselves as a company or as a nonprofit organization. They just invited the federal government to come in and look over everything and to do an audit of all that they have. So again, like even from a business standpoint or an idea, like they just killed themselves in that. Like, who's going to want to donate to a legal mess of a organization, of a nonprofit organization that's apparently been doing bad stuff with the money that's been given? Like they say that. So like I said, there's going to be a federal, or I would imagine there'd be a federal audit into them. And who wants to donate to an organization like that just out of that reason alone? So I feel like Project Veritas might be done, or they're at least going to lose a lot of the influence they had, and they won't be near as popular. Hope James OKeef makes another organization, company, whatever it is. I'd throw money behind him. I want him to continue to do what he was doing. And yeah, hoping for the best with James OKeef. We'll see how it plays out. Let me know what you think. Who's right here? Which way we going? What do you think the future is? All right, guys, hit that like button. And until next time, y'all have a great day.